Hello and welcome to Military Mayday. We're pointing out a few pieces on the chessboard. We got a little something coming next year. The Raider X to fly 2024, 98% complete, the engine being installed. This is a hell of a little beast. Lockheed Martin subsidiary Sikorsky is set to commence the installation of the U.S. Army's newly upgraded Improved Turbine Engine. It is cutting-edge Radar X aircraft crafted for the Future Attack Reconnaissance program. Future Attack Reconnaissance program. The future of helicopter is getting redefined. It's time to incorporate that in our IMRH and in a phased manner. Here it is. I'm going to turn the volume. But that's her. Look at that bad motherfucker. Let me tell you something. If you notice the prop in the back, let me show you this picture. See how it's kind of what they call like a pusher in airplanes. And I'll go through all that here in a minute. After receipt of the engine at the Sikorsky's West Palm Beach facility, a thorough examination conducted jointly on the Sikorsky's engine and the U.S. Army. Following this, it was transported to the engine integration test labs at the Radar X the 20th of October. Sikorsky's team confidence and bolsters the last phase of Radar X. It was said that the Vice President of Future Vertical Lift, Andy Adams, has been achieved thanks to Lockheed Martin's model-based system engineering methodology. This approach is poised to hasten the timeline of weapons systems completion, catering to the urgency of reconnaissance missions. There she is flying. Yeah, that's doesn't have the rotary on the side. But yet it's still got the ability to hover and maneuver really well due to the double props. The Raider X has capabilities just beyond just combat. It can collect intelligence and operates quickly and skillfully. This enhances the Army's ability to sense threats from a distance. At the same time, the Army is strengthening the network connectivity among soldiers and joint forces, all these ensuring continuous access to crucial mission information. Excuse me. The Radar X is nearing completion, currently at 98%. Once Sikorsky finishes installations, additional instruments, the immediate focus will shift to engine installation. This will be followed by the comprehensive system tests and evaluations. And there's the new engine. We received the first improved turbine engine from the U.S. Army over the weekend, and it has begun the installation process for Raider X. Upon test success, the procedures of this engine, aviation, and a drive system installed the aircraft will occur. All systems are satisfactory. The subsequent steps involve flight acceptance tests and actual first flight. First flight is going to be in 2024. This actually goes more into the U-60 Blackhawk, but they're going to be using the same one. And it's augmented power surge of 50% plus from the existing versions. You'd have way more power in that Blackhawk, and it will remain its pivotal role as a tactical air assault and utility aircraft. The Association of the United States Army's annual meeting held on the 14th of 2019 revealed the Raider X concept. The concept was a derivative of the previous Sikorsky S-97 Raider, which was conceived by the Army's aerial scout program. The S-97, in turn, was evolutions of Sikorsky's X-2 prototype compound coaxial helicopter. The more substantial Sikorsky Boeing SB-1 Defiant also emerged from the X-2 as part of the Army's Future Vertical Lift Initiative. This was to develop a joint multi-role rotor craft, with an SB-1 being a possible choice for the future long-range assault aircraft project. Sikorsky's compound helicopter designed uniformly employ coaxial rigid motors coupled with a pusher propeller, a setup commonly known as the X-2 technology. Yeah, there's the pusher propeller. I'll show you airplanes and stuff here in a minute. On March 25, 2020, the Army moved forward with the Raider X Bell 360 Invictus concept design. This plan involves the creation of testing and flying of prototypes in 2022, accumulating a competitive flight demonstration by the fall of 2023. Sikorsky has already started construction of the Raider X prototype February 2020. Raider X design. The cockpit is, here we go. The Raider X, a product of the FARA program, engineered and operated a single power as electric T901 engine, the GE T901 engine, as a result of the Army's Improved Turbine Engine program, was designed as the go-to engine for current and forthcoming Army rotorcraft. Drawing from its performance of the S-97 and X-2, its anticipation that the Rotor X will achieve a peak speed extending beyond 250 knots, which is 290 miles an hour. It says beyond, so you're looking at that's probably running at in just regular speed. It's called something I can't remember right now. Rotor X shall reach a service ceiling that surpasses 9,000 feet, reflecting the S-80% scale model. The Rotor X is projected to weigh in at 14,000 pounds. The responsibility of the designing in the aircraft and fuselage sits with Swift Engineering. A cockpit is designed with side-by-side seating, a departure of the usual tandem seating found in the American attack helicopters. Furthermore, weapons and sensors are housed internally through a modular system. This layout is in line with FARA's stipulations, therefore accommodating future technologies advancements and offsetting obsolescence. Okay, here's the design of it, and we'll go here to, that's a pusher airplane. As you can see, there's this one in the back here, but right here, you can see it's still got the rudder and everything, and the engine's right behind the fuselage here. But with this, it's got the double props, so you still have the capability to hover and land and all that stuff. And I'm telling you, this technology is going to bleed down into, what they call PAVs, personal air vehicles, or eVTOLs. You wait and see. By 2030, you're going to have quite a few of these things, I would assume. This here's the Jetson 1. I don't know if you know about this thing or not, but it's about 120 grand. When you compare it to the price of a truck nowadays, I mean, you're almost about the same. But if you look noticeably here, its weight, I just want to show you this. Its weight is 190 pounds. Empty weight, that's without batteries, from my understanding, is 88 pounds. You still have another 60 pounds, and it's still in the ultralight category. And, you could always attach a little small generator on here, a little control box, and recharge these batteries up as you're in flight, and you're still going to make weight. You will have to have a 5-gallon, probably you want about a 1.5 gallon gas tank. That ought to probably even out with the batteries being as a fuel source if you're really looking to stay legal, let's say. But this little sucker here is something I would like to have. And I think this is going to have upgrades. I mean, just look at all the extra room, the extra weight that it's got. And with new technologies, lighter carbon fiber, you pull off some of this shit here, you probably just drop 10 pounds. I mean, there's all kinds of things. I'm surprised there's not like a little windshield through here. I'd want one of those. Anyway, that's the Rotor X, and I think you'll see this technology coming to personal air vehicles and eVTOLs probably sooner than later. But this is a bad boy. Make no mistake, this is a game changer. Anyway, enjoy this content. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and help me out a little bit. Toodaloo.